to another episode of the Unlucky Specialist Podcast. Yours truly, Sam Torres.
And your boy, Jeff Depenya, a.k.a. Old Fitz, a.k.a. we back once again in the place.
Hey, we're back for another episode. Another good one.
Another good one.
Last one was great.
I feel it in my veins.
I feel like we needed this.
Yeah.
Daylight savings makes it feel like we're not doing it so late. Like the sun's not even out. It's not even dark outside.
You know,
usually when we do this shit, this is dark as fuck.
Yeah, and supposedly the hour's just going to stay like this forever now. Like they're never going back.
According to the Senate.
Yeah.
You know?
And I guess
they're telling us what time is.
They're the only people that matter.
They're the time judges. And
yeah, what the fuck? Never believed in clocks.
I don't even carry a watch. No,
I actually don't.
No, I try to.
On my phone, that's it.
Apple Watches do save lives, actually.
They do.
Yeah, you should do it. Anyways, Jeff, how are you? How have you been? How's life? Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Unlucky Specialists. Follow us on Instagram at Unlucky Specialists, on Twitter at the Unlucky S Podcast. But before all that, how you doing?
I've been good. Just a regular week. Feels like
Chilling.
I was just here. Like I feel like
it feels like we just did the episode.
Like we just
right?
did the pod, but yeah, no,
been
just
not much happens in a week.
Just another week in the game of life.
Right.
Just out here, bro.
Yeah, I saw you went to some place pretty spectacular yesterday.
Oh yeah, it was my uncle's birthday. Shout out to him. Happy birthday. It was also my little nephew's birthday too. Cool. Shout out to him. But yeah, we went to this place called Malibu Cafe. It's kind of bougie. It
looked pretty bougie. I thought it was a winery. I thought you guys were like doing the safari.
I think they have a winery.
I think they have
a winery there too. But we went to this, like, it was basically like a bar / like food bar. Uh-huh. They also had a restaurant, but that place was like super expensive. So it's like, but they also had this other level where it's just a
like
bar,
a bar and grill, thing.
Type of thing. And it's like you just go to the one bar to like order your food, and it's basically like burgers and like burritos and sandwiches and stuff.
For sure,
which is like fine. And you get fries or a salad, and then on the bar just like regular drinks and shit. They're good drinks.
It looked like a good time. It looked like a good place to sit down, hang out.
No, yeah,
have a couple drinks with your fam.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, the picnic table vibe.
Yeah, that's like
dope.
I like
all
that.
Spread out. It's good. No, it's a good time.
I love that places are doing that more often. We went to a place in Ojai. I feel like we talked about it a couple of podcasts before, but like that, just like that. It was a winery. You could just bring your own food, and they sell like certain food there, and you get your wine, hang out, you can walk around the grounds, and it has like a bunch of shit to do. And I love that we have that all over SoCal, you know,
especially now that the weather's getting better,
getting a little warmer,
a
little nicer. It was a good
how do you feel about wine? Honestly, like, this is like a hot take that just came to my mind. Like, do you like truly enjoy wine, or do you just drink it because you're at the winery and you gotta drink some shit?
No, I've ordered wine before, like without not being in a winery, like at a nice restaurant with a steak.
At a steakhouse, really it is.
Sure.
But see, like, okay, I've done it at a steakhouse, and you know, maybe I'm just not refined. I'm cool.
I've had it here at home. You know what I mean? Like,
it's okay to admit it, but I'm just gonna
it is okay to admit.
Like, you know, steak, good steak, and like the wine that's supposedly really good, like
that goes along with it.
It didn't like do anything for me. I drank the wine, I ate the steak, but it wasn't like
the mixture of
the combination wasn't something that blew me away. Like, I was like, oh, I get it. You know, it's just, you know, maybe it's like the first time.
You gotta watch the movie Ratatouille, then you'll get it.
is that all it takes? Fuck, dude. Ratatouille's the key to my fucking
culinary
happiness. Culinary happiness. Yeah, for real.
We gotta make a t-shirt. Culinary
happiness with a picture of Ratatouille and me sipping some wine that I don't think is that good.
I feel like it's good. I feel like
because
I could taste like certain wines with certain cheeses or meats that goes like okay, like it feels like it. You know, so we were just talking about it earlier, how age makes you so much. I mean, I feel old now because I'll have certain sweet shit and I'll be like, oh, that's it. You know what I mean?
I can't eat hot Cheetos anymore.
I can't do certain.
She's like, fuck, if I eat hot Cheetos, I'm gone for the day.
Oh my god,
I'm really out for the day.
No, the day and the day after.
The day after is terrible as well. It's not a good look. And I'm like,
exactly.
When I was like 12, I was putting hot sauce on hot Cheetos.
Exactly, going in
5
bags in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Lemon,
exactly, all that shit. But nowadays, or like we're talking about it, I could have a whole bag of Snickers to myself, like, you know, a little mini size. But now I have one. I'm like, I'm good. I feel like that balance of the bitterness of the wine with the saltiness of the cheese, or certain things that you get with wine.
I believe you.
Just goes.
I believe you, but I'm still feeling.
Or like a nice medium rare filet mignon, or you know, a good steak that goes along with that. You're set.
You know, I feel it, but I feel it. I'm just like, you know what? Sometimes
I like Cabernets.
I like the whites. You know, I'm just feeling basic, or like
whites
maybe
are
some
cool.
just give me some like pink rosé.
Rosé is fine. Rosé, and I'm not saying it's like a bad wine. You just
no, yeah. Honestly,
people prefer certain things.
Yeah,
and
it's just one of those things. Like, it's also like cigars. Are you into cigars?
I love cigars.
I love cigars too, but maybe I just like to smoke. But I also like to drink, so that's a lie. The logic isn't good.
I feel like cigars are different. You could taste because you've had a cigarette before, right? Like, you had a cigarette and it tastes like, you know, a cigarette. You know, not great, but not.
Yeah, I don't like cigarettes.
Like shit, whatever. But you have a cigar and it tastes like a certain flavor.
Yeah,
or
you
whatever
can feel the flavors on those.
of whatever they've wrapped that in. You know what I mean?
Also, you feel like a boss.
You do. It gives us this
sense
of. I could spend
I feel like
whatever I want.
I feel like Red Auerbach or the Kingpin or something.
Or Rick Ross.
Yeah, or Rick Ross. That's not the first name that came to my mind, but sure, fuck it, Rick Ross.
If you want to think
the biggest boss
with most sauce.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
selling thighs.
For real.
Yeah, fucking Wingstop.
Thigh stop.
Yeah, thigh stop. But like, honestly, like I could tell the difference with cigars, but when it comes to like, and like I get it, and I like wine too, but something about just like, I feel like sometimes when I'm drinking a red, I'm like, I'm not really truly enjoying this. I'll drink it, but I'm not really fucking with it that heavy.
You gotta sip
hot
on
take.
You gotta sip. Yeah, that's hot. I love that we started this whole podcast off that.
Just gotta shake the glass a little bit.
You gotta spin it a little bit.
You just gotta spin it, sniff it first.
You gotta spit it a little bit in your mouth.
Yeah, you just gotta
bit. Like, yeah. There you go.
Just gotta let it roll around.
Yeah. Get that afterbirth.
Afterbirth.
No,
Is that a fucking term?
Not. Where's that from? I know it's
Afterbirth.
The Office? No, but no, it's after
taste.
Yeah, but somebody that's trying to.
I like afterbirth better. I think we should stick with that. Get that afterbirth in, bro. You feel
gross? It's so gross.
Do you guys
inhale
the smoke of the cigar, or you just hold it in your mouth?
No, you kind of you actually do let it simmer in your mouth, and then you
blow it out.
If you inhale it, then you
will throw up.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You're gonna feel that.
You're not gonna have a good time.
That's why, like, you see the people who are inhaling it, they're having a bad time.
Oh yeah.
Like,
do not inhale a cigar smoke.
Yeah, like I've had a homie, like, he's hitting the cigar and he's like,
no.
like, he's just coughing. I'm like, dude, quit.
Yeah, don't
give up. Don't like, it's over.
And you're gonna have a bad time because you're gonna get dizzy, you're gonna get sick.
And the thing is, the cigar, even with not inhaling it, you just
blowing it out. You get that high.
You get a buzz on it.
It feels like, you know, like chewing tobacco when they put it on their lip, you know, and then they get that high through chewing tobacco.
Oh my god, chewing tobacco, dude!
Fuck that shit. I used to work with this guy as an RT in the medical field, and we'd be in our break room, and the dude would pop in,
chew,
and then spin in a water bottle. That was
chew is a hell of.
I was like, you know, we're dealing with people's lives right here. Right?
I'm gonna keep it a buck, dude. I tried chew once, like when I was driving some trucks across the country. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna feel like a real truck driver, and I'm gonna get some chew. I went to the gas station. I was like, let me get. No. That's a myth. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? But anyway, I got the chew, dude. Like, I felt immediately like the rush of tobacco in me. Like I was like, I need to stop. This is like
spit this out now.
It made me really dizzy, and it made me like kind of nauseous. I was like, this is like pretty hardcore.
And it doesn't taste good.
It doesn't.
Like, why would you do it? But cigars, back to the real subject here. Keep it in your mouth, blow it out, you'll be fine. You'll get that taste.
And it tastes good.
And it tastes good. I mean, at least if you get a good cigar, it's not dry. There's a lot of factors to it. Like, for sure, like, if you keep it in that humidifier thing, you know.
Yeah, I went to this dude's house.
It makes me miss that we didn't go to Vegas this weekend.
Oh, Jeff. I know, dude. Because then we could have been inside the humidified room.
And had a cigar.
Dude. Chilling.
Watching some basketball.
The true Vegas vibes.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
That's what I did when I went with Matt. Like, I was just sitting at the sportsbook smoking a cigar, watching the best way to do it. That shit was tight.
How else do you enjoy Vegas? You know, like when we were younger, yeah, you know, you'd go to the club or you go to
the club is just too stressful.
It is.
It's just like I
gotta make a lot of fucking money to
truly enjoy it.
To really enjoy
it.
To be honest, because we were talking about this last week, how you had a great time in Mexico.
Exactly.
And it was for not that lot of money.
And we went to the club, and it wasn't that type, but we were getting tables, and we just, like, you know, you felt like okay, this is how the club should be,
and you feel comfortable there.
Yeah, because you're sitting back. You don't feel
and
like
you got your own table.
You're not in the middle of the dance floor, or like on the corner. Like
you don't have to head to the bar to get more drinks. You're going to go in bottles right there. You know what I mean? So if you go to a club here in Vegas, of course, we have the money. Like what?
Get a table,
$10,000 to get a table, and
but even then, I feel like you feel gypped even if you do that, bro.
Right?
Like even then, like in Mexico,
you gotta be there from the start of the.
In Mexico, it was worth it because it's like you didn't feel gypped. Like here, even if like let's say like, all right, bro, I got the 10 G's to drop on this table, and it's not really like a big deal,
right?
You would still feel like, what? This is not that tight.
Right.
It's not. I don't know. I just feel like something about the club in Vegas. I'm just like.
Then again, we haven't been. When's the last time you've been in a Vegas club?
I went, I think 2019 maybe.
I think, me too.
2019, it was my
November
friend's birthday.
2019.
Yeah, it was like in July or something. We went to the club and we just bounced. Like we actually went in there, and honestly, we had been kind of just going in all day, but we're just like, fuck it, we're gonna like actually just go to the club. We went and we're just there, and we're like, this is lame.
Yeah,
it's like everybody, no one's like really dancing. Everybody's like, wait, I think some rapper was gonna perform. We're like, this
or promised to perform and never shows up.
This sucks. Yeah. We just left, and then we went to like downtown Vegas, which was way more lit.
And that's the thing, like. Now that you're older, you find certain bars that you're like, this is a good vibe, dude. Like, hang out here, talk amongst our friends, have a drink.
Less stressful.
I mean? Way less.
I feel like at the club, you feel like you got to impress.
You got to do something. Yeah. Like we were talking about Instagram.
Yeah.
Impressing.
Influencing.
Clubs. I don't know.
I don't know, but like, I'm just not. Vegas, honestly, it's tight. Like, okay, I've had fun at like a pool party. Like, I think I've had fun at those.
But I feel like, would you go again now?
No, not really. It's not my thing.
Not unless like I had to, like somebody was getting married as a bachelor party.
Yeah, it's their thing. If someone else wants to go and like I care about them, like I said, it's like their bachelor party or it's like.
But would I choose to pay my own money?
If it's my shit, I'm not choosing to go there.
You know what we would do, Jeff?
Go to the sports book and Caesars. Get a table at the sports book, section off the whole section there. Fucking get drinks there, watch games, and fucking gamble like a bunch of degenerate men.
That sounds like a great time to me.
That sounds like a great fucking time. That sounds
like a wonderful weekend.
Dude, I just watched like...
Throwing a little golf there? I don't know.
Yeah, dude, yes.
Yes. You know how much a round at the Winds golf course is?
I think you told me, but tell me again.
$500 a person.
Jesus.
$500.
18 holes?
18 holes. You get a caddy though.
Do I get at least a free drink or something?
I don't know. You might get drinks.
Are they gonna give me some like some perks?
Do I get something?
Yeah.
You get the joy of playing at the Wynn Resort, Jeff.
I need a bottle or something. You need to give me
$500.
Yeah, come on, don't do me dirty, Win.
You get a caddy who can tell you what club to use.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like maybe I would do it just to do it, but that wouldn't be a regular like weekend.
Right,
like,
that wouldn't be a thing like, oh, I'm looking forward to Vegas to do this shit.
Yeah. It'd be more like, I'm going to Vegas to play at the Wynn. I'm spending $500. Like, fuck it.
Right.
I bet you the golf course is extremely nice.
No, it's pristine.
Yeah?
Pristine.
You went golfing this week, right?
I went golfing this Friday.
How was that?
Oh, amazing.
It was tight?
I loved it. So we were supposed to go to Glendale. Didn't work out.
You're supposed to go, which golf course in Glendale?
It's called Shoal Canyon Golf Course. It's amazing. It's got good views.
You've been there before?
Yeah, I've been. I went this a couple weeks ago. It was my second time there. You get views of Glendale. You get views of Century City, and then to the left you get the LA skyline. So you're like pretty much playing on a hill, and it's awesome. But we didn't get a tee time there, so we ended up going to Valencia, which is pretty good.
You can never go wrong with that Valencia.
We didn't do the small one. We did the 18. So it was fun. It was a good time. We went, me, Young Jay, my cousin Andrew, and played a pretty good game. It was like the weather was perfect for it. It was sunny, but
not like Friday?
hot. Yeah, Friday morning, 8:20 tee time.
Nice.
It was nice.
You gotta start in the morning.
You gotta start early because then it gets too hot.
Yeah.
Because by the time we were done, it was like noon, 1 o'clock.
Do people do like the evening rounds?
Yeah, they do. They do. But I feel like you're in a little rush there because then once it's... Well, I mean, it's not as bad now that the daylight savings...
Yeah, like that's more like a summer thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe you could get like a tea time at like 6. No, 5.
No,
4. Nah, but then the sun will still be up. But then it's going down.
If you're doing 18 holes, you got to give yourself 4 hours.
Yeah, okay. So then you'd
4
be done
hours
at 8.
to be done.
Yeah. So it's not even viable, honestly.
Yeah. So you have to do...
It'd be like peak summer, like August.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to be there like at 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then be done by
so
7.
That's why the morning's always the best. Like a weekend in the morning is like probably the best move.
No, definitely. So it was fun. It was a good time. Scored the best I've ever scored there.
Really?
Yeah, 114, which is horrible, but we're getting there, people. We're getting there.
Is there like regular Joe? That's what I want to know.
Yes. There's old people behind me saying, "Can you hear the fuck up?"
Yeah. They're like, "You suck balls."
Like, oh, that's what I would do in my worst day. Fuck.
Damn.
Well, you're retired, bro. You play this
if
all day
I remember
long.
Correctly, you got 104. I did worse than you. I got 114.
There you go.
Well,
so you did better than me.
There you go.
There was a 4 involved.
There you go. Hype man.
There you go. Something like that.
Don't look down on yourself, Sam.
We're getting better.
We're getting better, dude.
The more money I spend on it, the better I get.
They're really shit talking on the golf course. They're like, hurry the fuck up.
No, they are.
They're like, you suck.
No, so I went like a couple weeks ago, and there was this old guy waiting for us to go, and I was the last guy to tee off, and I hit it, and it like rolled down the hill, and he was like, "Yeah, that's what I do on my bad days." And I was like,
"No, this is what I do on my good days. This is the best score I ever had."
I didn't even know where the ball went.
This is actually a good day for me, bro. Don't bring me down. Back up. I'm taking my time today.
You gotta wait.
Like, what's the etiquette though? Like, what's a good wait time like that you expect? You know, like
for somebody to get through a hole.
Yeah.
Well, it was 3 of us, so like you gotta wait for at least. I mean, if it's too long, it depends how long the hole is.
Because you said 4 hours. Like that's like the time to get through 18 holes that you're kind of.
You should.
Even 4 hours.
You suck.
Even if you suck.
Yeah. Because eventually your friends would be like, just pick it up, just drop it over there.
Yeah. No, for sure. You're just hitting.
Because if you could just keep hitting the ball like, over and over, you're gonna be like, don't worry, pick it up. Exactly. You're gonna just pick it up and we'll start over there.
It's like, all right, bro.
You see where the ball is right there by the pin? We'll just drop it right there.
Just work on your putter.
Yeah, exactly. And it happens, right? You know what I mean? Like,
hey.
No, or because there's water, so you'll drop it, you'll hit into the water and be like, all right, you can just drop it.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
I'm at,
right?
You know what I mean?
It's not like a pro game.
No, you're just there to have fun.
Exactly.
At least we are.
I think
I'm there to have fun and get better.
Some people are you want to work on your game, of course. It's like it's like with anything. Like you play the game and you're like, I don't want to just always fucking suck.
Right.
But it's like you're also having fun and you're also working on your game at the same time.
Right. No, but people don't want to hear about golf, Jeff. They
do want to hear about your golf.
This weekend, what was it, Friday?
I want to hear about your golf.
I think it was Friday or Thursday. We went to watch Batman.
Sick, finally.
Finally, we could talk about it.
Yeah, and
we could
look,
talk about.
If you haven't seen it, please.
No, we've given people. We talked
It's
about it last
2 weeks.
episode.
Is it just because Sam
2
finally
weeks.
got to see it? He's like, I finally saw it, so we could spoil the fuck out of this
There's no
shit.
spoiler alerts. There's
Fuck
no,
y'all.
We gave you 2 weeks. We gave you a
If
warning.
you haven't seen it, well, too fucking
Well,
bad.
turn this fucking podcast off.
Turn it off and then come
no,
back.
no, just put it on mute.
Yeah, put it on mute. Look at us talk.
Watch something else. We'll be back on minute, and then we'll edit that, right, Jeff? Jason? No, just kidding. I'm kidding. But
He's not.
but Batman,
Sick.
amazing.
I liked it a lot.
Rob Pattinson
Who would have thought?
does such a good job as a
Emo Batman.
Yes, an emo Batman.
Emo Batman.
A second year Batman.
Eyeliner and all.
Eyeliner and all.
Owning it.
Dripping down.
Yeah.
A little black parade, maybe, you know.
I like it.
I love it.
Homage.
Homage to that time.
Homage to an era.
That will never leave us.
They'll
for sure.
never leave.
No, obviously,
us.
there's a whole festival coming up.
There you go.
We'll talk about
We'll
that.
talk about it one other day.
But I feel like this rendition of the Batman better than the last. Sorry, Ben Affleck fans that thought that Batman was so good, but I feel like this rendition of the Batman
it's
was
definitely
just
better than that
so good. He did such a good job in building this character that I've barely started, but not really barely. I'm at the end of my second year. I have bulletproof armor. You know what I mean? I know where the fuck people are. I have this relationship with not yet Commissioner Gordon. He's Detective Gordon or Lieutenant Gordon. So it's that the beginning of something that's gonna continue. You know what I mean?
I just love the relationship with Batman and Gordon.
Oh, it's good.
Like that shit is so tight to me. Like it seems very realistic. It just in real life in general.
Have you seen Westworld? Sorry,
Have I?
because that guy, Gordon, is.
Oh no, I've seen like a little bit of it. I didn't follow through, but he's in that shit too. Yeah,
he's really good.
yeah.
But
He's
yeah,
a good actor.
he is a really good actor. I feel like the relationship they build in this movie is really close to what you see in the comics, those graphic novels, as well as the HBO series or the animated series of Hush and all the other Batman movies. Such a good job.
No, I love
The Riddler.
The Riddler's new take on the Riddler, but like, you know, the thing is that that's what was tight about this movie is you kind of got to see how like the levels of Gotham City, like how like what's really going on in that city,
Did you
like
know-
who's in control, what's happening,
Right.
and there's multiple layers. There's multiple people. Like you get to see the Penguin, like he's not like he's actually like a real life villain. Like that's a
Right.
guy who lives in like the real world.
Right.
The Penguin is actually
You
real.
see
and
something in that.
the Riddler is actually real. That's kind of what
For
I've
sure.
always said. Usually, like Batman's one of the only. It seems like, as opposed to, I think DC does more of this, but they also have kind of like magical superpower guys. But it's also, I feel like that Batman just universe is more like those are villains that you could actually see in the real world.
Right.
They're all like terrorists and like criminals and
Right.
shit. It's like that's real shit.
That you can relate to, that you can see that, not you personally, but you can see that in the real
At
world.
least the Riddler and the Penguin.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
And I love, like, you know what? Like,
Colin Farrell did such a good job.
Yeah,
like
you don't even recognize the guy.
Recognize the guy.
Whoever did his
And
makeup.
That whole chase scene between him and
Pretty
Batman,
epic.
like, just I don't know. It was so good. Just
And-
action, just things blowing up, him going through shit. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like,
And you get to see kind of, you know, you're seeing the Penguin before he's the boss.
right.
You're kind of seeing
He's
him.
still being like
He's the
kiss
second
ass.
guy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
basically the second guy.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
he's kind of looked
To
down
Falcone.
on. Yeah, exactly. And you see, like, it was dope. You see the Catwoman kind of doing her thing. Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz
amazing.
did an amazing job.
Amazing.
Amazing job.
She's tight. I fuck with her heavy.
heavy.
That,
And
dude,
we haven't said it yet. Heavy.
heavy. No, but she plays it really well. Like she sells
Oh, yeah.
it. You know what it is though? Like I feel like that was kind of the only character that I feel. Obviously, the Riddler, he's leaving the clues throughout the whole thing, and you kind of get to see that he's kind of inspired. He's inspired by Batman, right?
And so it gives me really like Dark Knight vibes. The whole like recording himself, putting it online.
Oh yeah,
the way he speaks, like it's really good. You know, it really gives it that human.
That dude's a great actor. The dude who plays the Riddler, I don't know his fucking name. Great actor. He's in one of my favorite movies of all time. There Will Be Blood.
Oh, mate,
he's
love
fucking sick in that shit
movie.
too, and he's really good in this.
He's also in Prisoners with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Mm-hmm. Never seen that.
He's a crazy person.
Need to watch
too.
that.
Super good, but he does such a good job in playing that human level of like. That's what, like you said, DC makes their villains so real, so
at least in the Batman universe.
You know what I mean? So you look at him and through that glass when they're talking to each other, it makes it feel so like this is you're looking at a docuseries of Ted Bundy or of somebody else. You know what I mean? They're real crazy people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and he did such a good job of portraying that and just leaving those clues and us believing that he knew who Bruce Wayne is until that last moment, you know, that he didn't really know who Bruce Wayne was. But yeah, it's such a well put together story, I feel like.
3 hours
even
long.
though it's 3 hours long, I feel like they get through everything and you don't get out of there with a question. You do the question, I guess, at the end you get is what's next for
not many plot holes.
The Penguin. No.
Not many. Like I honestly, that's why it was 3 hours and they covered everything. They touched all the bases. Like this is happening because of this.
Yeah.
Everything, like they're connecting all the dots.
Right.
You know what's happening. You kind of see the whole. You know, and
you see the picture of where this Batman story is heading to. I feel like we have yet to scratch the story of what Matt Reeves' Batman is getting to.
I just have one request for the sequel.
Okay.
I don't want any more Joker. I'm tired of the Joker.
I didn't like. Okay, so no, I didn't like the way they portrayed him. He had like this kind of a Two-Face look because he had like the mask or like the makeup, kind of like.
See, but it was whatever. Like you barely get a hint of him,
a
like,
glimpse of him, but like it looked like too much. You know that clown from Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
The video game. Mm-hmm. That's what he looked like. Had all that like too much.
Well, the director already confirmed that they're not going to do the Joker. They're just kind of just putting him in because they're in Arkham Asylum. You know, they're in prison together, and like they're just kind of being like, oh, he's in prison too, right? But it's like. I just don't want I'm tired of the Joker. Like we did it already. Like
and
we could do Joaquin Phoenix do his own thing. Yeah, he could do that. That's different. But like in this Batman universe, look, there's so many other villains they could touch. Like there's so many. Like
let's be honest here. A quick question: who stayed to the end and see if there was something else at the end?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I was going to.
I did not stay, but did you use?
Yeah, I stayed definitely.
Was there anything?
There wasn't.
No, wasn't there just a question mark?
Yeah, it was just a question mark, and that was pretty much it.
All right.
But also about this movie is that I really like that they touched on Martha and Thomas Wayne a little bit more.
Oh, hell yeah.
That they were just like, they were just basically
martyrs. Yeah.
And then now it's just like.
You see that they're involved in the whole corruption.
But also the starting families of Gotham, you know, Arkham's and the Waynes.
And you kind of see that Batman's mom was kind of a lunatic.
A little bit.
And
the dad was corrupt as fuck.
They named the mental hospital after her and her
family. And then the thing
Arkham Asylum.
But then also, like, I was reading stuff online how, like, they should have just left it with those, like, okay, this is, like, Batman's family. But then you also see, like, how Alfred's kind of like, no, your dad was just doing, like, what he had to do. Like,
MI6.
He was protecting your mom and shit. Like, it's like, so they're kind of, but it's like, I didn't mind that either because it's like everybody has their narratives in their own life. It's like, that could have been propaganda, right? Like, it's all political propaganda that they're putting on Thomas Wayne, right? Like this is like
Could be.
it could be, right? Because that's what they do in political campaigns.
Right.
Like it's like, oh, this person was actually kind of insane, or like
Right.
this person's fucking corrupt and they're doing deals with Falcone or whatever.
Right.
But it's like it could be not real and not the whole story. And Alfred's kind of saying like, okay, he did that, but he did that for this. So everybody has their narratives, like, which is tight. I fuck with that.
Right.
Like you need, like, it makes it more real.
Exactly. I that's what I love about DC. That realism, that feeling that this could happen, or and even to the T. I don't know if you noticed in the movie, they did Gotham Square Garden, and it was the Madison Square Garden.
I have noticed that like in the rest of DC, they're always in like other parts of America, right?
But
like
they use certain. So Gotham is
New York, but
New York
every
City.
other city is like Philadelphia or like Los Angeles.
San Francisco.
Gotham's the only one that's like New York, but it's actually Gotham.
And Metropolis.
Yeah, Metropolis. Yeah.
And then they say Metropolis is supposed to be not DC, but like Boston or that area. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I forgot about Metropolis. But yeah, no, this movie was fucking good. I really enjoyed it.
I loved it.
I enjoyed it.
If you guys haven't seen it, watch it, share it, see it. There's gonna be a series on HBO Max that's gonna come out with the Penguin, and
that's gonna be
and
good.
this Batman with Rob Pattinson as the Batman in that series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure.
That's tight.
Yeah, I saw all the new movies with the Flash that's gonna be coming.
Flash
out.
looks interesting.
What else? Oh, we saw
Super Pets.
the Super Pet. No, Peacemaker. We
Peacemaker's fucking sick.
At the end, you see all the guys in there. So it's a lot of good things coming for DC. I feel like Marvel had its time. I'm not saying it's done because there's a lot of things that Marvel are going to be doing, but I feel like DC is really getting into this next movement of.
I'm putting my flag down. I'm Team DC. Fuck it.
I love it.
I'm banging DC,
Oh,
baby.
hell yeah.
That's it.
We're going to only wear DC shoes from now
That's
on.
it. I want people to know.
Do you remember those?
Yes.
Those are dope, though.
I had these cool ass
I
DCs.
had some fucking great DCs.
I had these cool ass
Or
DCs.
DVSs.
Oh, those are
DVSs
the ones
were
that
the
I had.
fucking
DVS,
sick.
bro. Oh my god.
Did
Bring
you ever
those back.
Did you ever subscribe to CCS?
Fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
Love CCS, dude.
I used to get my skinny jeans there before skinny jeans were a thing.
Dude, I remember calling the CCS like line, like just like you're like 11 years old and you're like, yeah, like I want to order this, I want to order this, and like, oh, order like for who? It's like Seymour Butts. And then like we're like,
hang up.
Hang up. It's like that was hilarious, bro.
I loved CCS, dude. I used to dream about the shoes I'd get.
Oh,
And
yeah.
be like, oh, that's what I
Or
want.
East Bay. You remember East Bay?
Oh,
East
my
Bay
God.
catalog.
And you used to be able
They
to.
had this sick
you would
ass
be like
Muhammad Ali
13,
jacket.
14 years old, and you could subscribe to these magazines and they'd send it to
not
your
buy
name.
shit.
Yeah, it's for free. They
Yeah.
send it to you.
Dude, they had this like Muhammad Ali jacket on East Bay that I fantasized about so much, bro.
It's
like
funny.
I was looking at that shit and I was like, if only
One day when I'm rich,
And I was like, I can't ask my parents for this shit. This shit's like $250, dog. Like,
Jeff.
there's
One
no-
day when
I'm gonna buy it. If anybody find that shit, I need it.
when we sell stock for Unlucky Specialists for who knows how much, I'm getting you that jacket, Jeff.
Thanks, bro. I'll shed a
Just
tear.
to
I'll
be-
cry that
just-
day.
And just frame it right here.
I'll for sure cry that. I'm like, Sam, my dreams have come true.
We made it.
We made it.
I got Muhammad Ali's
I got my
jacket.
East Bay Muhammad Ali jacket. That'd be
Yeah.
sick. No, yeah, I remember looking at
those
that
times
jacket so
of
much.
looking at those magazines, just flipping through them, seeing those Osiris's, those you just get boards on there on CCS. There was a time when skating was everything, you know.
I was a terrible skateboarder.
So was I, but I tried.
I was never good.
I mean, I could ollie and maybe a shove it,
Little ollie here and there.
shove it here and there,
Yeah, shove it. That was like the next move.
or pop shove it.
Pop, shove it, kickflip. Shout out to all my skaters out there. You guys are cool as fuck.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Every time I look at like skating videos on like Twitter, Instagram, I'm like, you guys are tight.
Yeah, no, for real.
Like I
seriously.
it's like so much.
You could do a lot.
so much coolness oozing out on these videos, and I'm like, you know what? Like you guys are cooler than me.
What's his name? The guy that skates for Nike, Naya.
Nija.
Nija.
Yeah, but
He's fucking great.
yeah, he's tight. But you know what I like though? I like those videos of these skaters doing like a lot of those like weird tricks. Like it's more like they're like flipping the board in their hand and they're landing it to like a manual, like off the wall or something.
Right.
It's more like old school type of tricks.
Yeah.
What are those? There's a certain name for those type of tricks.
Go to Venice Boardwalk, walk yourself over to the skate park, and you're gonna see some crazy shit. Like I've been there on a random day, just stand there, and you guys see these guys just have been going every day of their lives to that skate park and know every single turn, every single curb, every single little lip.
That's beautiful.
You know what I mean? Like it's awesome. Like to see people that really enjoy. Look, like we all enjoy our art. We all enjoy certain things, and you see certain people that really do a certain thing,
And they're good at it.
and they're good at it, and they really enjoy it.
Master of their craft, or just having fun
you
doing,
appreciate
just enjoying
it.
something.
You definitely appreciate it. But that was good, man. Yeah. Let's take a quick break before we get into the rest of the podcast for the sponsors. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. Liver than ever.
Liver than ever.
With almond milk on our minds.
Almond milk is always on my mind. Actually, that's a lie, but I love almond milk more than regular milk.
Right.
That's just for the fact.
I like
On the record.
this conversation came up during the break because we were talking about like places around the area where to eat. We're talking about Monty's Good Burger. I mean, I'm gonna throw them some free advertising there.
Boo. No, I'm just playing.
But
no one likes you. Move out of Echo Park. No, I'm just playing.
But they have like milkshakes, and I'm like, what kind of milk do they make them out of? Maybe is it goat milk? I mean, goat milk. Is it? Oh.
Is it goat milk? Dude, I used to drink goat milk in El Salvador. That shit was sick.
Is it goat milk and not from an animal?
Like we'd milk the goat and then fucking go warm up the milk and then drink it in coffee.
Oh,
That shit was fire, dude.
I've heard of that.
Take me
though.
back.
I've really heard of that. Like, it's the best kind of coffee to have. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that warm, like straight from the teat milk.
Yeah, no, well, obviously you have to cook it though, because if you drink it straight from
Right.
the tea, you won't get the,
right.
you won't get the runs, boy. You gonna be out. Your trip is over.
Hey, do you like I mean, obviously, I don't know, obviously, but do you like Salvi cheese?
You know what?
Not the dry one. I mean, or
The dry one. That's the only one. No, they have this other one.
No,
yeah.
I have it in the fridge.
Like it's a little wet.
Not wet, but it's more mozzarella type of
Yeah, I know what you mean.
flavor, but it breaks apart like
There's
the
this
dry
other,
one.
like wetter one. It's like yeah, it has like juices.
Yeah, it's like juices.
Yeah, you know what? I like all cheese. I'm a big cheese guy.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, like Salvi cheese is different than
Be
most
careful.
other cheese. No.
Tread lightly.
It's different to other cheeses like brie and queso fresco.
You said
and like,
brie and then queso fresco. That's tight. That's called range.
Exactly. I'm giving myself enough room to fill the middle.
He said yellow cheese, brie.
It's American.
I don't know any other cool cheeses, but I know that when I see them on the charcuterie board, I'll just go son.
Some Parmigiano
Say,
Reggiano.
oh, that cheese looks good. Whatever this is called.
Some
yam.
Romano.
Yeah, that sounds tight. Pretty sure it looks tight.
And it's good.
Pretty sure it tastes tight.
Well, Romano is some goat cheese. I'll have you try some later.
Thanks, bro. I'm
But,
down.
but to be honest with you, to me, Salvadorian cheese is a delicacy for me. Like it's so good. Like I didn't grow up on it because I didn't like.
Sam's
my
welcome
parents-
at the pupusa party.
I'm not invited to the carne asada, but I'm invited to the pupusa party. Pupusa party.
Those are the deluxe pupusas, dog.
The big
The
ones.
fat, cheesy ones, baby.
No, but like my mom is Peruvian, my dad's Mexican, and we didn't grow up with it. But growing up, one of my best friends was Salvadorian. Every time we stay at his house and we had that cheese, I was like, "Fuck, this is so good," and he was always like, "Fuck, I hate this shit." And
yeah,
I'm like,
because we eat it all the time.
right,
Yeah.
right, and I get that though. You know what I mean?
You get tired of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like you get so tired of it because you do it all the time and you don't appreciate it.
And you're a little kid, and you want McDonald's,
Right.
and your mom's giving
And
you
you
beans
want some
and
other
and
shit.
cheese and shit, and you're like,
Right.
Mom.
But
Now I miss it.
I'd go to his house. They'd be like breakfast, and it's like that secco one or the other one that's kind of like watery. And I was like, dude, this cheese is like salty. You didn't even need to have saltier food because
Oh, hell no.
the cheese was so salt, like
Yeah.
like not super salty, but salty enough that you just eat it with that. Like it
Yeah.
was just different for me, and I was like,
No, you
damn.
just get one of those Salvadorian tortillas that looks like a pupusa with a piece of
All
cheese.
I want is a glass of wine, like we were talking about in the last segment, with a little piece of that pupusa cheese. And
That might turn me on to a red wine, like true fan. Give me that piece of cheese, get that wine, mix
Little
them up in my
curtido on the
mouth, you
side.
feel me? And then I'll just be like, yeesh.
you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm gonna go my tangent here on El Salvadorian cuisine has given should be recognized more in the culinary world. I'm gonna say it.
Thanks,
because because one of my favorite simple snacks or breakfast is plátanos fritos with some crema and some black beans on the
But see,
side.
I didn't know that
And
was
people-
Salvadorian. I thought that was just like regular shit.
No,
that
no.
just shows you that
It really is.
I was spoiled with the good shit. No,
You-
that's
You know
regular
what I
to me,
mean?
dog. What the fuck?
No, we'd go to. So I went to a church growing up. La Voz was like a lot of like people were Salvadorian, and so we grew up on that, like going to the clubs.
Pathfinders.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And we'd eat that, and I'm like, man, this is amazing shit. You know what I mean? And you can't have like any regular crema with that. You have to have that specific, like yellow looking.
Has this like yellow tint?
Yeah, it does though.
It's like, what the fuck? Is this
I'm
the
telling
sun?
you guys, if you guys have a Salvi spot by your place,
Go to it.
check it out. Because I found one by my
Get
place. and I'm
salpicón.
Woo!
Love salpicón.
Bomb.
Yeah, no, try it out. Local, it's Salvadorian food look expensive, but whatever. Get your money, you feel me? But lower the prices.
And I feel like here in LA, it's been popping up a lot more.
yeah,
I feel like it's been
always
popping
been
up.
around. I think people
No,
are
it's
just
always-
like noticing it. But
That's
it's
what
been
I'm saying.
around. There's always been a shit ton of spots. Like,
Right.
for
But I
sure.
feel like they're getting more of their name out more,
Yeah.
you know. But besides all of our bullshit, besides all this talking about food, getting people hungry, let's talk a little sports. Let's get
It's
into
very somber.
the nitty gritty.
No, that's actually good shit. Starting off with March Madness, baby.
exactly. No, a time for sports, a pristine time to watch just basketball at its purest.
And you know what? Like, even before this March Madness started, everybody was saying this is going to be one of the better tournaments
Yep.
because there's not like a dominant team.
There's not a number one overall. kind of
Yeah,
thing.
there's not like these teams that you're like, oh, they have multiple pro. Well, there's some teams that have multiple pros, but it's a lot of guys. There's kind of like more seniors and juniors, and like,
Right.
it's like these teams
More veteran
and
kind of
then
teams.
There's like these certain teams that have that one star freshman, but it's only really like one.
Right.
And the teams are not super stacked, and that just makes for a crazy March Madness, and we've already been seeing it.
And it's look, my bracket was busted day 2.
Dude,
day
there was
1.
only 2 perfect brackets at the end of the first when the first round all completed. There's only 2 perfect brackets on all the internet.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
No, it was St. Peter's.
St. Peter's,
Let's start there.
bro.
St. Peter's
Beat
beats
Kentucky.
the University of Kentucky, and beats them not by like it was a couple. You know what I mean? Like
They kind of low key beat their ass. And you know what the tight thing about it? I saw this thing on Instagram where they were showing because they play in the Kentucky plays in Rupp Arena, right? It's this like extravagant,
right.
like college basketball arena. It looks
Right.
like a pro arena. You might as well be in Staples Center, right?
Exactly.
Like
The Lakers play in a worse arena.
yeah, no, straight up. Like Rupp Arena is a huge. It looks like a pro arena,
Right.
and it's like at least 15,000, 19,000 type people can sit in that arena. Then you see the where St. Peter's plays. It literally looks
Like a gym, like a
gy-
YMCA.
like a gym with like at most 500 seats. I don't even think they have seats on the other side. It's like one side.
They share the other side of the gym with another
It looks
college.
like La Sierra's gym. So you just see the difference, right?
Yeah.
The difference. But see, I found out that the guy who coaches them, that's why I have my phone out. It's Shaheen Holloway. He was
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
a McDonald's All-American in '96.
For Creighton.
No, he played at Seton Hall. But he
Oh,
was
Seton Hall.
He
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
McDonald's
yeah.
All-American in 1996 at the same class as Kobe Bryant. Like there's pictures
Oh,
of like
really?
Kobe and him on the McDonald's All-American team and shit. And that's why it made sense because they won yesterday too. They beat
Right.
Murray State, so they're in
Yeah.
the Sweet 16.
That's what I love about this tournament. That's why we love going to Vegas and seeing, because you have these Cinderellas, these teams that you don't think that they're gonna win. These teams that you never even heard of. These teams that are like Longwood or like these teams that UAB.
And they get their shot at the big blue chip schools
because that's what it's about. Win or go home.
Yeah, you only get like. Exactly. Like if it was a 7-game series, St. Peter's isn't beating Kentucky.
No way.
There's no way. They'll get one game.
Exactly.
Kentucky's coming back. They're smashing them, probably beating them 4-1. Right? Probably.
Right.
Kentucky has at least
likely.
Kentucky has at least 2 pros on that team.
Yeah.
John Calipari's experienced coach. Like they have athletes on that team.
But after one game,
Any given Sunday, it's like honestly like on some
Any
football
team.
sheet. Any team could win, and a 15 seed beating a 2, you don't see it. You see it once in a while, you don't see it often, and it's just like it's crazy. And I love that quote. That's why I looked up Shaheen Holloway, because I was like, damn, that's a sick ass quote.
Right.
Like he was like, they asked him like, hey, is your team like how are you guys not scared going up against these big teams? He's
Right.
like, I got guys from New York and New Jersey. Like, you think these guys are scared? Like we out muscle them. Like they can't out muscle us. I'm like,
Yeah.
fire! I would run through a wall for this coach, dude. Like,
Yeah. Hell
that's
yeah.
probably why he has his guys
for
fired up. Like, who are we scared of? Like, these are nothing. And now, usually the run ends in the Sweet 16. It's rare for it to go further. But I'm gonna be rooting for St. Peter's, bro.
Are you really against UCLA?
No, they're not playing UCLA.
No,
they're playing the winner of Texas and Purdue, which is happening right now.
It should be happening right now.
Yeah, it's happening.
Right. The next game is UCLA, North Carolina for
Dude,
my Bruins.
Yes, you know what? That's
I feel that's a tough game.
That's blue blooded, and honestly, North Carolina's on a down year. They're an 8th seed in
a down year, but have been producing as an up year. Like.
They
beat Baylor,
yeah,
the number 1 overall seed.
I'm just talking about their regular season wasn't
right.
North Carolina is used to being the number 1 seed, number 2 seed. So
Roy Williams is gone.
Yeah, but for them to be but now they got Hubert Davis. Shout out to him and alumni. I love to see like ex players going back to alumni and succeeding. I love seeing that. Like Juwan Howard too has Michigan in the Sweet 16, and that was a down year for them too. They were the 11th seed, so I love seeing that, but. UCLA is favored. UCLA is actually favored in this matchup. This is not North Carolina of our past. They're 8th seed. It's a down year. UCLA, it's supposed to be an up year.
Hey, Jaime Jaquez hurt his ankle on the last game. I feel like he should be good by Thursday.
By Thursday, yeah. He should be good by Thursday. I like UCLA in that game. They should win. I'm gonna go down on the Sweet 16 matchups that we have so far. Like, because what game was good? Gonzaga versus Memphis.
Woo!
But see, Chet Holmgren didn't show up, but Drew Timme did. Drew
Timme.
I think he's a pro. People are kind of shitting on him.
I was shitting on him last year, and then a little bit earlier this year. But I feel like he has his place
because obviously Chet Holmgren's a pro.
Christian Laettner had his place in the league.
Christian Laettner was an all-star once, so
there you go.
I like Drew Timme's game, and he carried that team in that game. And the thing is, Memphis, I don't know how tapped in you are with like high school basketball and like the recruiting shit about it.
A little bit,
but like Memphis has that kid Imani Bates,
right? Yeah,
and he was on Slam magazine when he was like 15 years old.
Yeah,
like this is the heir apparent to like LeBron and KD. Like this is the guy.
This is the next guy coming up.
He struggled a lot this season.
Yeah,
he struggled a lot, and he had to, he took some time off from the team. And they started playing better without him, and he can't go into the draft this year because he's actually 17 and he only turned 18. Like he missed the deadline, so he has to go back to college or go to like the G League or something. Right. But like he can't be drafted, like so he has to either go back.
And he didn't play enough.
And well, he just can't be drafted though. Right. Like he didn't meet the 18-year-old. I think you have to be born at a certain month. You have to turn 18 by a certain month to be able to be in the league or to be eligible for the draft. So he missed it. And like, I kind of like that because he started playing a little better. But point being, this Memphis team was supposed to be sick as fuck.
You know,
and they started playing better without Imani Bates, but I thought he was gonna quit. I thought he was gonna give up, and I'm glad like he came back. NCAA tournament, hit a big shot in round 1, had a decent game in the second game against Gonzaga, and I'm like, okay, like don't just like run up and leave because it's not going your way. Like I know you're the heir apparent, but hey, you hit a wall, come back,
keep building,
keep grinding.
You can get back
because he still has.
When's
that
the
talent.
last time Memphis has been? Because before last year, when's the last time they've been in the tournament?
No, they're always in. Memphis is a pretty good program, bro. I mean, Derrick Rose, John Calipari used to coach them. They have some. Penny Hardaway went there, obviously, and like they're always like a tournament team.
Within the last decade.
No, they've been in the tournament a lot.
Right.
Yeah, they've been in the tournament a lot. They haven't. I don't think they've ever won a national championship. Maybe in the 80s, I think they did, but they're always a tournament team.
Right.
And Penny Hardaway went there, Derrick Rose, fucking Tyreek Evans.
Right.
They have guys like fucking Dorsey, like, and I like Imani Bates. I want him to keep playing, but that's the thing. Gonzaga beat them, and I love Chet Holmgren's game, even though he had a bad game, but I love his game.
Me
bro.
too.
His game is nasty.
Yep.
He has everything. He's lanky as fuck.
Oh yeah.
And he kind of has a hunch.
But he's gonna grow into that body.
Yeah, honestly, he doesn't play like he kind of has the Kevin Durant body, but he doesn't play like Kevin Durant. Really, he plays more. He's more. He has that dribble and fluidity, but he's not really as saucy as him.
Right, exactly.
And he's not really as good of a jump shooter, but he gets to the rim pretty much whenever he wants.
Right.
So I love that shit. But the Sweet 16 matches that we got is Gonzaga versus Arkansas. Honestly, I thought New Mexico was going to beat them. I bet on that.
Really?
Had a bad betting week. Lost a little
money.
Well, I'm playing with house money, people. Don't judge me. And then Texas Tech versus Duke. I like that.
I'm
taking Duke, but I don't know. I just can never root for Duke.
But they've been on that run though. Like, look, it's Coach K's last year.
Yeah.
Coach K's last year, so they have something to play for now. You know what I mean?
They have that dude. He's gonna be like a top 3 pick. Paolo Banchero. Banchero. Yeah, he's gonna be a top 3 pick for sure.
For sure.
And then UNC UCLA, we already talked about that.
I'll take UCLA.
Texas and Purdue right now are playing. Purdue's up. It's halftime. Purdue's up 30-24.
So it'll be Purdue against St. Peter's.
It'll be Purdue or Texas against St. Peter's.
I'll take Purdue over St. Peter's.
Purdue has another guy, Jaden Ivey. He's going to be like a top 5 pick too. That dude's really good.
What about on the other side?
He has like Donovan Mitchell vibes. Arizona, TCU play after this podcast. They play at 9.
All right.
So Arizona, TCU, the winner plays Houston. I like Arizona. Arizona's really good.
I honestly have UCLA and Kansas in the final.
Michigan's playing Villanova. Kansas is playing Providence, and Iowa State is playing. It looks like Miami. Damn, it looks like Miami's gonna be Auburn. Ooh. No, it's over. Hold on, let me refresh this, people. I think it's over.
I'm telling you for some old news here.
Yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, Auburn's out. Out. It's number 10.
Miami takes out USC and Auburn.
Yes, dude. Miami, number 10 seed Miami versus number 11 seed Iowa State in the fucking.
I know to a lot of you guys, people are listening to this and like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Hey, but
it's big news.
If you don't watch March Madness, watch it.
If you don't watch college basketball, I get it.
No. But no, I don't get it. I actually don't get it. I don't understand. I don't accept you
as a person. Don't come near me.
You have to pay a penance.
Shame.
But yeah, no, it's good. It's gonna be a great weekend next week. So we were supposed to be in Vegas this week for that. That's what we're talking about. Vegas first round. We had to cancel it. Life happens. Shit happens. But
we'll be back. We'll be back for you guys in Vegas sometime soon.
For March Madness specifically.
Oh, for
one
sure.
day. That trip will happen.
That trip will happen. We'll have it sponsored by that. No,
by CVS. Unlucky Specials brought to you by CVS and Rex Chapman. Everybody's talking shit about Rex Chapman on Twitter.
But he'll sponsor us next year.
So I love you, Rex.
Yeah, Rex.
Shout out to you.
But let's talk a little bit. Should we talk a little of the Lakers? I don't know, Jeff. I feel like everyone's tired of hearing that.
They're tired of the Lakers, but I
feel like we got a little bit of like hope. And
what's your theory? You're telling me something. You're hyping me up.
I was hyping you up and saying if we get Anthony Davis back,
Okay.
If he's healthy, if he's good, this last game against the Toronto Raptors.
They lost to the Wizards, but that Raptors game
Yeah.
gave me a little slimmer
a
of
little
hope.
hope. They can all play together. Get
Great shot by Westbrook, steal and
exactly.
game time
And
shot.
he's been playing a lot better the last
Yes,
couple of games.
He has.
You get Anthony Davis in the mix. You get how LeBron James has been playing.
Number 2 scorer of all time now.
You may win. We win the play-in game.
You beat New Orleans.
You beat New Orleans, and then
Maybe the Clippers or the Wolves.
or the Wolves afterwards. Hopefully the Wolves, and then we can beat them and get there. I feel like we have the veterans and the legs and the team to get us over that hump.
As a fan, look, honestly, we have the talent. Like on paper, the talent's there, right? Anthony Davis healthy, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, the talent's there. But the fucking results this year have been atrocious. No team ball. It seems like there's no plays. They're running no plays. It's a lot of ISO. It's a lot of turnovers, bad shots. Offense is terrible. And then Frank Vogel's the defensive coach, but they're playing bad defense too.
Horrible defense.
So the results tell me that they're gonna lose that first playing game. And that it's just going to be a end to a swift end to a terrible season and going to end quicker.
Right.
That's what the objective person in me says. But the fan in me
has that hope.
The fan in me.
That fan in you, Jeff, is
fan,
who I'm talking to.
Exactly.
That fan in you is the guy I'm trying to get out.
I want it, dude. There's like 10 games left in the season. If we could go like 7-3,
perfect,
8-2.
Oh, beautiful.
Get Anthony Davis back.
Beautiful.
Get a little mojo.
Get him at least for 7 of those 10 games at back.
I mean, I love it. I want it. I want it. I
back?
want it. Then I could just go to the parade. We'll have 2 parades in one.
Wow. I mean, we didn't go to that Rams parade, but
they had that parade on a work day. I can't go, bro.
But if it's a Dodgers parade,
I would go.
Oh yeah, Jeff.
Be like, you know what? I'm getting high today.
Yeah. You know what? I'm sick today.
I'm
not making it.
I'm gonna turn on Wednesday,
and I'm gonna go to this
in the
Dodgers.
day. We lit.
I feel like that might happen soon, Jeff. I feel like our cards have been playing right.
See, this is different
as Dodger fans.
Yeah.
I know I switched it up on you.
No, but it's good.
I
It's
wanted
good.
to bring the vibes back up. People were falling asleep. Look
Have
at
you seen-
Young Jay. Look at
Have you seen that lineup?
and Jason.
Have you seen that lineup?
We haven't even talked about the lineup because we haven't even talked about who we signed yet.
Oh, because I'm already ahead of you. He's already in there.
Jeff, the Dodgers, we have baseball back. I wish I had that whole baseball.
Fucking Ken
Drawback.
Burns.
No, Ken Burns or what's his name? Simba's dad, Mufasa.
He says baseball.
You know,
I know what you're talking about. What the fuck is his name?
What's his name?
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, exactly. Darth Vader.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones. I'm like,
in
Mufasa talks about baseball?
In Field of Dreams, he goes, baseball. I need that
Perfect
drop,
voice.
Young Jay.
Yeah. We'll find that.
Yeah. Is back, and we have a big signing with the Dodgers.
Hometown kid.
A guy who just won World Series MVP, who just won a World Series, beat the Dodgers in Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
For hey, claps here. Yeah.
Freddie Freeman.
Claps to Freddie, the Dodgers getting Freddie
He looks
Freeman.
good in that blue.
He looks great in that blue. He looks so good in that Dodger blue.
Looks great. He has a beautiful family. 3 beautiful kids, beautiful wife, and he's wearing that fucking blue.
We got another number 5 there, right down the middle.
What? I don't even remember Corey Seager. Who is that?
Who is that guy?
I don't even know.
Corey Seager took his picture. He was so pissed. He was like, "Fuck this."
He looks weak in that other blue.
He's like, "I'm gonna lose for the next 6 years,
Please."
but getting paid hella money.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to sell your soul.
It happens.
But
Kershaw didn't. He said, "You know what? I'm coming back.
I'm
for
betting
less
on
money,
myself.
and I'm coming back for the Dodgers."
Love Kershaw.
I love this. I'm excited for this season.
I'm excited.
Jeff.
Mookie Betts, Trey Turner,
Oh my
Freddie
God.
Freeman.
Look at that Freeman. Look. Let's talk about that lineup.
I am. I'm talking about
Right now.
It fucking Justin Turner fucking and the universal DH. So now we don't really gotta like play like these weird dudes in a position. Now we can just put Max Muncy in, Gavin Lux in, AG Pollock. Dude, it's like it doesn't matter. The DH being in the NL now is just a beautiful blessing to a team with a stacked lineup.
And we can have our pitchers focus on pitching.
Only thing I'm worried about, only hole, if I'm gonna be a Debbie Downer, only hole is like, what's our pitching situation?
We're okay.
Walker Buehler, I love him.
Julio
Urias. But then no more Max Scherzer.
We have Clayton Kershaw.
Hopefully he's back to Clayton. I mean, Hall of Fame Clayton.
And we still have a guy who's on administrative leave. Who was the 2019 or 2020 Cy Young winner.
And I love that you bring this up because we see in the NFL, Deshaun Watson, charges dropped.
Right.
Nothing happened. Now he's on the Browns, right? Kind of switching to sports. He got traded to the Browns. And then it's like they're giving him a chance to play. Obviously, he got traded, though. So either maybe the Dodgers don't want anything to do with him, but maybe we could trade him and get something back. I don't know.
I don't
because there was no charges pursued. There's still maybe some civil proceedings, but there was no all charges were dropped for Trevor Bauer, too.
I don't think that the Dodgers have any problem with what's been going on with him. I feel like they have to give that persona, that whole look that they're have a problem with it, or like. But I feel like if they did have a problem with it, then it would have already cut him and paid for the contract. But they haven't yet.
No, because you could trade him too.
Yeah, but I feel like they're waiting to see what MLB is doing.
They suspended him again.
But they don't know what they're doing yet. It's a administrative suspension. They don't know how to suspend him, and if they don't know how to by the start of the season, this guy's keeping up to date with his physical, his pitching.
Trevor Bauer, objectively, Trevor Bauer is nasty.
And if we have Walker Buehler, Trevor Bauer, and Clayton Kershaw
and Urias,
those four, and you could throw in Gonsolin, May,
Price,
Dustin May later there, David Price in there. We're set.
Yeah,
like,
but that's if Trevor.
I get it.
With Trevor Bauer there, I love it. Without Trevor Bauer, I feel a little iffy. I feel a little iffy. I feel like that's a hole now. Who's our closer? It's probably going to be Brustar. What's his name? Gratterall?
Gratterall.
He's probably going to be our closer now.
Did you see? Kelly Jessett went to the Braves.
Yeah.
Jock Peterson went to the Giants.
Yeah.
It's a lot of movement this season. Like
Carlos Correa signed a 3-year deal with the Twins.
Chris Bryant
went to the Rockies. Trevor Story went to the Red Sox.
Look, guys, it's been a movement of players.
Dude, speaking of
who knows what's gonna happen.
Look, and that's in baseball, but there. Fucking Devontae Adams in the NFL.
I didn't want to. That wasn't even on the board. Jeff.
No, but I had to bring it up. I had to. Yeah, I know you're a Green Bay Packers fan, so I just had to.
I know that. Out there.
I know that's something that's really close to your heart, especially now that Aaron Rodgers is taking up all your salary cap. Like it's like Aaron Rodgers is paid. Now the team's gonna be garbage.
Who could we even pick up? Like who?
No, it should have been Juju Smith-Schuster. It should have been Juju Smith. Sing it. That crack was on purpose. He controlling his vocals, people.
We're fucked. It's what that who was about.
Yeah, Devontae Adams went to the Raiders. AFC West is stacked though. AFC West, dumb stacked.
Russell Wilson.
The Raiders are stacked on offense now. The
Patrick
Chiefs
Mahomes.
got Juju Smith-Schuster, and now Russell Wilson's on
and the Chargers getting their defense up with
Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack. They got what's his name? Joseph Day from the Rams. A lot of guys. I feel like this next coming NFL season is gonna be electric.
But you see it.
The Rams.
We back, baby. And we got Allen Robinson.
I feel they got that. You did get Allen Robinson. I feel like the Packers need to do something and pick up somebody.
No, you know who they picked up? Aaron Rodgers.
I know, but
he takes all your salary cap.
No, a wide receiver.
Welcome home.
A wide receiver like OBJ. You know what I mean? Come over to the
OBJ's out till December.
Yeah,
and the Rams are going to resign him.
All right,
that's why they traded Robert Woods to the Titans.
Calvin Ridley. I know you're suspended for the rest of the year for betting on
fucking Randy Moss. Go play with fucking Aaron Rodgers.
Who else? Justin Jefferson.
Terrell Owens.
Anybody, somebody, come and play for us.
Yeah, the Aaron Rodgers needs a buddy.
But anyways, guys, I want to thank y'all. It's been a good episode. It's been wonderful hanging out with us, sitting down. Jason's already fallen asleep. But follow us on Instagram at Unlucky Specialists, on Twitter at Unluckiest Podcasts. You know, it's you know what? Our Twitter as well at Dunzo.
At 000.
It's your boy Sam Torres.
It's your boy Jeff Pena. We love you. We out here. Peace.
Woo!